What's up, people? This is Superman John with the Witch Doctor. Kind of wanted to go into the build that I do. The good thing about Witch Doctors is everyone's build is completely different, and you can get gear basically on whatever your playstyle is. For me, I started out using Life on Hit and Acid Cloud because that seems about the only skill that procs it. I tried using 1,000 life on hit weapon with the zombie charger bears, and they absolutely do not do anything. So I switched to lifesteal for bears. My build is kind of like a kill or be killed, run really fast, DPS with a little bit of survivability. So you can see I have 570 with my intelligence. With Soul Harvest, it increases it by quite a lot, so it can go up to about 600-700 most of the time. My crit chance is decent. I'm using a Leoric Signet, so I have about 120k or so when I use my regular ring. I use Lacunis and any boots with 12% movement speed to farm the fastest. Efficiency wise, I use Thing of the Deep with the gold and health pickup because that's the core of my build, basically, the pickup. You can get it on other pieces of your gear, but for me, I think it's like the most essential. The bad thing about Thing of the Deep is the damage only goes up to about 360. I haven't seen anything that rolls 400. And the crit only goes up to about, I think, 8 or 8.5. Some other legendary mojos, like the Serpent Mojo, it goes up to 10%. Anyways, so my build, I have my left click on spiders. I use that when something is off the screen, like those shamans. Sometimes I throw spiders at them, or goblins, because my zombie bears won't hit it as much, and spiders kind of just are like a homing target or a homing missile. And each spider gives you, I think, 12 mana back, so you get your mana back pretty fast. But with this build, actually, I don't have too much mana regen, if any. 56, I think. Witch Doctor base is like 40 something. Zunimasa Vision gives you mana. This gives you mana, so my mana is at like 900, which is more than enough. I can show you. So this is me casting barriers. You can see I cast it pretty long actually, and with Spirit Walk it goes up almost halfway. So that's what I use with that. I use Spirit Walk with the Mana Rune. This one is the viable one. I use Hex because sometimes when I run into a group of mobs and I use Soul Harvest, it doesn't finish them. So with the Hex, it turns one into chicken, and when that explodes, it kind of does like a small AoE blast of like 100% of your weapon damage. You can use Horrify with the Armor Rune. I like that sometimes, and in group play, I use Mass Confusion with Paranoia. Makes everything take 20% more damage, means you kill it really, really, really fast. Soul Harvest, I use the Vengeful Spirit. And Big Bad Voodoo is just Big Bad Voodoo. Gives you a lot of damage. So Spirit Vessel, that's pretty self-explanatory. It's kind of like your oh shit kind of button every 2 minutes. Gruesome Feast is like really, really good because you can get up to 50% of your max intelligence, which boosts your TBS by a crap load. And Grave Injustice goes hand to hand with Thing of the Deep because this increases with your gold pickup radius. And basically with this one, any mob that dies within that gold radius gives you 1 second cooldown. So this already gives you 2-second cooldown on your Spirit Walk. So basically every big mob group where you kill about 10 mobs, you almost get like cooldown, and this goes up cooldown, and this one keeps going up. So you can constantly spam your skills, like it's pretty nice. So small example of how what I do, I usually just bear and run. When there's a big mob, I run into it with Spirit Walk, use Soul Harvest, and cast a couple bears to finish off. With Elite Pex, it's kill or be killed. As you can see, it's big numbers. 274k with Totem, with only 3 stacks. I think with 5 stacks I get up to almost 297k. So as you can see, the cooldowns pretty much almost instantly reload as long as there's mobs, and it allows you to run faster. As you can see, my Spirit Walk and my Soul Harvest, they almost instantly go up. And that's basically my build. I run, Soul Harvest Bear, run, Soul Harvest Bear. Then I make the Chicken Man to do that small extra damage when there's a big group of mobs and I don't finish it with my Soul Harvest. You can see this runs pretty smooth. Spirit Walk, Soul Harvest, Bear to finish, Spirit Walk, Soul Harvest, and you see my totem goes up pretty fast too. I only save totems for leaks, of course. Can't compete with Whirlwind Barbs, and can't compete with DHs, but I mean, this is pretty much the most efficient and fastest way to farm, in my opinion. See how much the DPS goes up? 200k. And with that much, it goes up to almost 800. Let me show you guys what Hex does. So it turns one into chicken, right? I kill it, blows up, does an extra 100,000 damage. Pretty much finishes up the mob. Anyways, that's basically how I use my Witch Doctor. I just like pure DPS, Glass Cannon. Not really pure Glass Cannon, 36k HP. But I'm kill or be killed. If you have any questions, you can always hit me up. It's Superman John 1422.